Good afternoon everyone and welcome to a new video on the channel. It is Tuesday the 18th of April 2023 and tonight we're off back to International Stadium. It is Gateshead versus Dorking Wanderers in the National League. So here I'm in Gateshead and going into this evening's game, Dorking are currently 17th in the National League table, and it is safe to say that they are most definitely one of the more eccentric teams that this league has ever had. They have scored 63 goals but conceded 88, which is absolutely mental really to say that they've conceded that many goals and they're not even in the relegation zone. So I think it's pretty safe to say if you've got a season ticket at Dorking, you're certainly getting value for money. I mean, personally, I'm quite a big fan of that bunch of amateurs series that they do on YouTube. And Mark White is an interesting one. Obviously, the manager / owner of Dorking Wanderers. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but personally I actually quite like him really. He certainly wears his heart upon his sleeve, tells you it as it is, and you can see just how passionate he is, so good for him really. But obviously tonight I hope that episode of A Bunch of Amateurs is one in which he is not too happy because they've been beaten. But anyway, we are now in 16th place in the National League table following Saturday's 3-0 loss against Bromley. But if we match or better Torquay's result tonight, then that would be us safe. I mean, obviously if we match it, it would still be 6 points, which they could obviously still technically catch, but they would have to overturn quite a hefty goal difference as well. So I think, yeah, it'd be pretty much impossible for us to go down from that point. But all the same, it would be nice to bounce back tonight. We've only got 4 games to go now, and it'd be nice to finish the season on a high and take a bit of form, take a bit of momentum into the FA Trophy final, and just see if we can build a little bit towards next season as well. It's going to be a good game this tonight, I think. Like, if this game could finish like 3-3 or something like that, and I don't think anyone would be really that surprised by it given the way both teams like to play. But now that I've said that, it's obviously going to be 0-0, isn't it? But there should be a great game of football this tonight. I think both teams have come into this league after being promoted last season. Obviously, us from the National League North, Dorking from the National League South, and they've both represented themselves really well, and hopefully that this game tonight will certainly reflect that. Let's head on down to the International Stadium and find out how it all unfolds. So the team's warming up. Dorking getting ready just there. I think they're going to be in the usual red and white home strip, but we'll find out when the players come out of the tunnel. And anyway, the Gateshead are getting ready just here. Of course, we are going to be in our home kit. Anyway, I will see you, of course, when the players are coming out of the tunnel.
Are we in the lads? The heat! Like your granddad. Whoa! Whoa! Come on! Come on! on, Bear! Out! Out! Get it out, man! Go on!
Marshall, what you doing, man?
Yes! Go on, that Gateshead! Go on! Go on! Have a shot! No!
How many more of those does he need? Half-time, Gateshead 0, Dorking Wanderers 0. I don't know how it's still 0-0. I mean, some of the chances we've had in that first half, man, honestly. I mean, that one especially towards the end where Danger's had yet another free header and put it wide. You've got to be getting that on target, I'm afraid. I mean, Dorking, they seem a little bit content on just slowing the game down at every opportunity they get, like taking quite a lot of time on the throw-ins and stuff like that, which has surprised me, to be honest, because I've always sort of branded themselves as this club that like to play rock and roll football, and yet they've seemed to have come up here tonight either happy with a 0-0 or just looking to snatch a 1-0. So it has been quite a frustrating game for us so far, but the good news is Torquay are 3-0 down at Chesterfield, so as things stand we would be mathematically safe tonight, but doesn't mean I want to win this game any less. Like I want us to push on and get a goal, and surely if we keep creating some of these chances, surely it's got to come before too long. But as I say, we need to start being ruthless in front of goal. I think the Dorking keepers only had one save to make, which was from the Ed Francis free kick. Other than that, just everything's just either gone over the bar or gone wide, and that's down to us missing chances that really we ought to be getting on target. But anyway, we'll see how the second half goes.
Idiot! Come on, Gateshead, switch on! Look at him! Hey!
Time at the end of this game.
Let it in! Don't fuck it up! Just let it in! Just let it in! Don't out! Don't out! Just let it in! Just let it in! How are you been doing? Good, sorry. Come on!
them hugging each other, celebrating a 0-0. We are staying up, so we are staying up. We are staying up, so we are staying up. We are staying up, so we are staying up. We are staying up. Full time, Gateshead 0, Dorking Wanderers 0, and with that, both teams are now mathematically safe and will be playing National League football once again next season. That is, of course, because Torquay were beaten 5-1, I believe it was, at Chesterfield. So that point for both teams tonight is enough. Obviously, both teams went into it on the same number of points. I mean, from a Gateshead point of view, I would have liked to have done it in a little bit more style than with a 0-0 at home against a team that, let's be honest, parked the bus. But it is what it is, and the important thing now is that we can just go to Woking on Saturday and go to Bournemouth next Tuesday, and the home game against Maidenhead on the last day, and just relax and just enjoy the football, really. So it's a magnificent achievement. Like, let's not beat about the bush or anything like that. You've got to remember, we are one of the smallest budgets in the league. We've been absolutely battered by injuries pretty much all season. You think of late, the mad fixture pile up we've had, but we've done it possibly against all the odds. I think just about everyone had us as relegation certainties at the start of the season. You look at some YouTubers, National League prediction videos and what have you, so many were saying that we'd go down, and we proved them wrong, and credit to the lads, they proved me wrong. I'll obviously sort of lord it up and do laps of honour when I get things right, but I'm happy to hold my hands up and admit when I've got things wrong, and so if any of the lads are watching this, well done. Thank you for proving me wrong. I genuinely wanted to be proven wrong, and thankfully I have, and as I say, can look forward once again to watching us in the National League once again next season. But I'm going to make a pretty bold statement now. I think, based on the fact he's kept us up on such a low budget and what have you, won us the National League North last year, got us into the National League North playoffs just a year after us nearly folding altogether, and obviously getting us to the FA Trophy final. I don't even think it's unreasonable to say that Mike Williamson is the best manager this football club has ever had, and that is in no way meant to be disrespectful to any of the other great managers we've had. You think Ian Bogey obviously got us back-to-back promotions in 2008 and 2009, going from the Northern Premier League straight into what was the Conference at the time. Gary Mills totally transformed the club in the 2013-14 season and got us to the playoff final. There's been many good managers at this club, but I think in years to come, when I'm an old man sitting in my armchair, I'll be reminiscing a lot about these days, and I think honestly the best thing we can do this summer is just make sure we keep Mike Williamson, because he is a club legend now. There's no two ways about that. I'll try and chat a little bit about the game now. I think we tried to play football, Dorking parked the bus. I'm not slagging them off for that or anything like that, because I think for them, they will have just wanted to get the result to ensure their survival, and that is what they've done. I mean, like for them, it's a magnificent achievement as well. Like, I think it's certainly unique the way they run. And obviously, Mark White wasn't there tonight. I believe he had a stadium ban, but you've got to remember they are part time as well, and travelled up here on a Tuesday night, and they've left with a point. So as frustrating as it is, well done to Dorking as well. I mean, I didn't really mean what I said at full time. I think I just said that a bit out of frustration as to how the game had gone more than anything. But but for me, obviously, we're safe, and that's all that matters. But that is that for this video, and I'll be back tomorrow night with Middlesbrough versus Hull City. So first step into the Football League in quite a long time, but looking forward to it. Until then, take care, cheers for watching, and I'll see you later.